Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome in. I know I've been gone for a while, but I am so excited to be back on stream with all of you today. February's been a crazy month. Work was really busy. I had lots of people visiting. I went out of town myself as well, so lots of things happened. But I'm so excited to be getting back to the streaming game and to be streaming FFX-2 again, one of my favorite games of all time. In the interim, I played ahead on this file off stream, and I can confirm it is 100%able. And I corrected my guide for the things that I messed up on, and so we should be good. This should be totally achievable. And so, hey, Fruitoon, that's right, I am back. Our goals should be totally achievable, and I'm excited to achieve it together. To recap, we ended off at 50% exactly, which I thought was a stellar place for us to end off. And we are almost done with Chapter 3. We have a couple of more optional things to do before we do some of the required missions of this chapter. Just like the rest of you, I have been going nuts over Rebirth, so this may be a shorter stream because I definitely want to get back to it. But my cause is important, and so if at any point you feel like donating towards cancer research to support a bike ride that I will be doing next month, in just over a month from now, you can type in !charity at any time, and it will give you the link to donate, and it'll update this little counter over here. If you're not unable to donate, don't worry. As you can see, we have completely smashed our donation goal already. But if you are, every little bit counts. As for my makeup, well, we're gonna get to that. So, we left off in the Thunder Plains. And so we're gonna go to the next location on our list, which is Macalania Woods. I also did a lot of leveling off screen on this file. So
Agency! Fiends? Here?
Must be from Macalania Temple. The fact that it's underwater doesn't seem to matter.
Also, I hope my audio's good. All my settings should be untouched, but OBS does like to just
We have to help them.
get rid of my settings
And our fee?
sometimes.
I'll pay you myself. How's that?
Alright, we gotta get rid of some fiends. 6 consecutive battles, it's easy. We got this. That's right, I've got my 3 Lady Lucks from Double Experience. I forgot how my girls were set, and I forgot to check, so this is what we're working with right now. I bet they are cold in this, but, you know. So today was the due date for most kinds of March Caprice submissions. I turned mine in earlier this week. I'm so excited to host it. As soon as I know what my time is, I'll be advertising it here on stream as well. It's a project that involves KH4 speculation, Frozen 2, and Kyrie. That is all I'm gonna say at this time. If you know, you know. Well, absolutely, Daisy. Welcome in. And I forgot to do that myself. I advertised it via the notification as a rebirth break.
Think that's the last of them?
How are the people inside?
Let's go look.
Alright, we defeated all the fiends. Oh yeah, I'm wicked over-leveled. I was looking for the moment where I finally got to tell y'all how over-leveled I was. I got excited. So, the good news is, we're not really gonna have to do a whole lot leveling off-screen. We got a new garment grid. Check that out. I'm gonna check that off on my thing while the cutscenes are playing.
Frid Fiked. Tredreka Kriba. Tab Vedre Dramiga. Ifind. Machina.
Don't talk. Save your strength.
de Garik, Ifrit amiga.
So we've only gotten a few of the Albed primers, so we can only kind of understand him.
Ah!
We just got another one.
What's happened?
We just got
Tell me,
another
shop.
dressphere, which is the
Come
one that
on,
I
lad,
modeled
I've
my
come to
look
give back the
after.
money
so
I
I am
owe
going
you.
to put it on,
You can't
and y'all
die before
will
I
see
pay you
where
back.
the
Think of me
inspiration came
reputation.
from.
I'm begging you. Hello! Now look what you've done! Disgrace! Disgrace on your walker name!
Might have had my lore bracer still on. Gotta go in the menu.
Yeah!
In fact, I'm gonna put a charm bangle on so we don't have to do a whole lot of fighting. So we won't have to do that on stream. We're just gonna blow through things here together. Let's see what I want my girls doing. I just got the new one, so actually, let me alter my dress spheres for the new one that we just got. Well, 2 new ones. Yeah, and then... This one's Pain, and I'm definitely gonna put it on Pains. Put it in place of this. That's the new one we just got. I want to keep the white signet on at least one person. I also want Riku in this mode, because later on when we unlock something else for Riku, all of the abilities that we learned in the one we just got are going to carry over. So... do we want her to keep doing this? Or do we want... Well, Pain! See in the corner? The marks on Pain's face? That was the inspiration for my look. Because I knew that the first thing we'd be doing in this session was getting this dress sphere, so I decided to model myself after that. Unfortunately, I didn't really have a whole lot of clothing that emulated the look, so I just went with a crop top that I had. Oh, you know, I was gonna wear my devil horns and I forgot. I was gonna use that to emulate, like, the headpiece. Oh well. There we go. Should be more centered now. There we go. All caught up.
Mark me words. I'll stand by this shop, whatever may come.
I think you'll get more fiends than customers.
Then I'll just have to start selling to fiends, won't I?
I love
I owe it
Baralai.
to those lads who died defending me shop, and I'll not be letting them down. Ye will come and stop in once in a while, won't ye?
We sure will. We'll definitely come back and stop in. What happens if we stop in right now, though? Just curious. He, kind of. If you go back in the VODs on my YouTube channel, you'll sort of see how we ended up with this journey with Owaka. He got out of, like, super jail, but he's still on the run for something else. So nothing happens if we go in right now. He has to clean up his shop, he has to pay his tributes. And I have to make sure I'm going to be saving to the correct files, because, as y'all can see, I did get excited and play ahead, so... I also so respect that in the first game, he was just, like, so willing to go to bat for Yuna, that he was like, yeah, I went in jail for selling her and aiding and abetting her. It's fine. I've always respected Owaka for that. Oh? Now why is Pain saying this? We can keep that to ourselves for now. Alright, what's the next thing I need to do? I gotta go to the desert. Ooh, some of y'all might like this. This is kind of cute. So it still says 50, even though we're at 50.8, because this game hates measuring accurately. But if I manage to get 100% off stream, and then mess it up on stream and fail to replicate
Boy,
it,
am
I'm gonna
I
be
glad
really
to see
upset.
you. I need your help with something.
Fiends?
Not fiends. Cacti.
There is a quest here in Chapter 5 that I will be doing the full
Marnala of the Cactuar Nation has asked to see us.
Just because it can
We've
be
been too
very
busy here to
repetitive.
spare anybody. If it's not a problem, I'd like you to represent us.
What's the Cactuar Nation?
I don't know.
Don't worry if you haven't heard of it before. We've only recently established diplomatic ties. Benzo! This
Why is that his
our
name?
interpreter, Benzo.
Like, why is that his name?
Very nice to meet you.
Hi.
All right, you can take it from here.
Riku's like, pardon me, I'm
When will
just
you ever
stretching out my
learn to say
calves.
no?
Alright, let's report to the Cactuar Nation. It's our only choice right now. Pulling up a guide that I know I'm gonna need in a minute. Not for this mission, but the next one we do.
It's
Guide.
Cactus Central out here.
Speaking of guides,
So
I'll
where's
show
this
y'all
Marnala anyway?
Right here.
Here where?
Sure this is the place?
It talked?
It sure did.
What's going on?
This is Marnala.
She's alive! Marnala's greeting us. Hello, Benzo. She says hello to you too, Sphere Hunters. I am Marnala of the Cactuar Nation. It does not surprise me that you are startled. By the way, she's smiling. We, the cacti of this nation, were once Cactuars. As the cacti that sprout in the desert grow, they become Cactuars. When the Cactuars mature, they once again become cacti. Their roots digging deep into the earth. Thus, we have watched over the sands of Bikanel Desert since the dawn of time. So tell me, do you believe what I have told you? I'm gonna tell her it makes perfect sense. She says, thank you. I think Marnala's about to tell us why she called us here. I don't know why this is all text boxes, by the way. A strange wind has been blowing through the desert. You, too, may have felt the sands trembling beneath your feet. A fearsome fiend that rests deep beneath the earth has begun to stir. In the depths it gathers its strength, and it will not be long before it makes its move. And when that time comes, it will bring its wrath to bear upon the Cactuar Nation first. Reason it lusts for vengeance against us? It is we who locked it away beneath the dunes so very long ago. To be more precise, it was not us, but our ancestors who ruled this land in ages past. Its need for retribution will surely lead it here. We must summon the Great Haboob and prepare ourselves for the coming menace. Only the Cactuars, known as the 10 Gatekeepers, can leave this magical barrier. But they are out training in every corner of Sphera. I need your help to seek them out and bring them back. The Cactuar mothers know where they have gone. Lose no time in finding the 10 Gatekeepers and returning them to us. That's all she has to say. So, we have to go find 10 little Cactuars all over Sphera. Now, fortunately, I know where they are, but also the hints are pretty explicit. So, that was the part of the conversation that gave us percentage. That is technically all we have to do right now, and we can do the rest of it later. Probably will get a jump on it right now, at least a little bit, just so that later it doesn't take nearly as long. So we should now have... So let's ask the Cactuar mother where they've gone. I am Labivia's mother. Labivia was supposed to head north from the Oasis with his friends, but I haven't heard a thing from him since. Oh, I suppose Labivia's always had a bit of wanderlust. He's probably off wasting time in some good-for-nothing place this very moment. Call it motherly instinct.
That's the gist of it.
Well, he was supposed to go to the Oasis. Let's check out the Oasis. It's amazing how twice that place we've needed to go to. Hi, T-Mac, what's up? It's been a while. I'm glad to be back. Oh, right, I said I was gonna tell y'all. Speaking of guides, my mom was in town recently, and she knows that I once had this beautiful guide of Final Fantasy X-2, and so I brought it back, and at one point I got rid of it for moving money. But I have the physical guide, and it is my prized possession. There is also art book on the inside. How do I do this? It's an art book on the inside of it. And it has very detailed chapters, including a 100% guide, which the one that I'm using is, the one that I'm using is Google Doc, but it is adapted from what came in this guide. And also the publicity guide. I guess I don't need to use the digital one. There's one in the back of this book, but see, there's the 100% completion guide. So that's kind of how I know a lot of what I'm doing, and then I know there's publicity guide maps that I want to show y'all, and then I'll put it away. This was my prized possession as a kid. So there's maps, and it tells you what option to say on each of them. And so this thing is nuts. It's also got like every single dressphere in it, and like its abilities, and like prerequisite abilities for other abilities, which the game doesn't really tell you. And it gives you some hints on things. And it's just a wonderful resource to have. It's got a full bestiary in the back. And I'm so glad that we were able to find it, and that we were able to get that back. I'm never getting rid of it again. I just want to go to the Oasis. Oh, look at him! There he is!
Whoa! A shoe puff?
A shoe puff?
What's a shoe puff doing in the middle of the desert?
I was about to say the same thing, Riku. It is sweltering out here, yes. Interested in buying something from the caravan? Speaking of caravan, Caravan Palace, my favorite band, just released a brand new album. And I got it on vinyl, and it got delivered, and I totally forgot to go get it from my mailbox. So it's there. But, I don't know, T-Mac. I'm gonna let you decide, because they are gonna make me play a minigame. And I'm not sure if it's more or less annoying than the one in 2. I do want to buy something from him. I want to support him. Sure. So, the good news is, this is not a minigame that I have to win. The bad news is, it can be a little annoying. You can get 100% and you can lose every one of these minigames, but I like to try to win. Oops. Oops. What do you mean? That hit you. I tried. Good news is I don't have to win. And I didn't, but he's gonna come with me anyway. You don't really have to win at 10 either, but you get better prizes if you do. In this game, I'm not even sure what happens if you win all of them. Maybe my guide says so. Maybe I'll look and report back to y'all later. So unfortunately, we can't go gather all the Cactuars at once, even though I know where all of them are. We have to do this one at a time. So we have to go back to the Cactuar Nation. Bring it back to this one. Welcome home, Labivia. Then again, you never left in the first place, did you?
That's the gist of it.
So now we go see the next one that's active, denoted by this little green square. She says that she's Tumeya's mother. Tumeya always dreamed of seeing waters faster than our little oasis, and now he's finally getting his wish. Sands whiter than the desert, a gentle breeze, glistening sunlight, and more water than can be imagined. I can't wait to hear the tales he'll have to tell.
That's the gist of it.
Gosh, I wonder what place that's describing. We're actually not going to go there just yet, because it's one of our required story locations, and I want to make sure that I get all of our percentages right. But when we do visit there for the story, we'll go get him. Now, we're gonna pack up and we're gonna head to the Calmlands. So that's next on our list. I believe I used... No, 9's the... This is my off-screen percent file. So, I want to say I used... It was definitely the ones I used, okay. I hate that in the remaster they took away the fact that the percentage was just right on the save menu. I think this was preserved for the PC version, but for some reason was taken away from the PC version. And that's so annoying that I have to like hit the options button to see what the percentage is on that file. For now, we're gonna go to the Calmlands. I'm gonna go here really quickly, just to be sure that I installed a CommSphere, and to be sure that we have at least one chocobo, because both of those things are important. I'm pretty sure we do, but I'm just double checking. Okay, we definitely have at least one chocobo. We definitely have the CommSphere here. Okay, good. That's all I needed. Those actions don't give me percentage necessarily, but they're important for actions that will give me percentage in Chapter 4. Okay, now let's go to the other destination in the Calmlands. The stress call from the cave down in the gorge. Say, a faith used to be down there. Maybe this temple had something to do with the temple fiends? Let's find out.
Fiends! From deep in the cave!
There are still some people trapped inside.
There's nothing we can do to help them.
To be honest, I'd had enough. I wanted to blame them for turning a place like this into a tourist attraction.
Please, won't you help us rescue the people left behind?
Sure, I have to for 100%.
Oh, most kind.
Your friendly neighborhood Gullwings, open for business.
So, for people being rescued, all of these people are about to be very picky. And there are multiple ways to do this, but there is also a way to do it all at once, which I'm going to do. I'm going to be using my guide for. There's also a guide in my book, of course, but having the book open here would be tough. So I'm just going to use this online guide that I have. For those of y'all who played the first game, you might recognize this place as one of the secret caves that held the Aeon Yojimbo. Help me, help me. Oh, why won't you help me? What's that? You are here to help me? Glad you spoke up before I lost it. See, for people being rescued, I don't think they have the right to have these eccentricities. I have never thought that they have the right to have these eccentricities, but they do. So, we're gonna be obeying them the best that we can and get everybody out of here all at once. How does that sound? So this guy's first. If he's first or second in line, he'll stay with any size group. The next guy is... or this woman. We're ignoring him for now. It's my goal today to, at bare minimum, finish Chapter 3, if not give a little bit of the way into Chapter 4. And I think we'll be able to do that. There is a person here, actually, that you can't see. There he is. Alas, they have found me. So long, cruel world. Rescue, you say? Jolly good thing I've been hiding back here. Who's our next guy? Wait. I should have 4 people with me. What the fuck happened to that lady in blue? I mean, there's no real wrong way to do this. I can just come back and get her later, but, like, that's so weird. Okay, anyway. Like, y'all saw that, right? She was right here. Or she was in that other alcove, and I told her to come with us. And she is not there anymore. Okay. I mean, if I ended up glitching the mission, I'll reset it. Like, that's really weird, and I've never seen that happen before. Oh! What?! Hold on! Y'all saw that, right?! What happened?! She just come out of nowhere?! I swear to God. Okay, if you go back in the VOD, I swear to God, she was there. Hi, G. Get to watch me having a breakdown over this woman in blue. Okay, that's fine. Where are we going now? Yeah, the guy running in circles. That's what I thought. This guy. Never see that happen. Okay, now we're talking to the guy that we ignored earlier. Then we're going to... That's right. I hate how they describe that as she'll put up with anything after we just witnessed, like, them having a fight as a couple. I really don't like that messaging. That's right. So now we just got Yuna and all of her groupies. We gotta go get those little kids. last year section, and then we get everybody out at once. Well, most everybody. We get everybody out that we can in the first sweep. We do actually have to make a couple of sweeps to get everybody. And you do have to get everybody for full percentage, I believe. Sorry, y'all, I just gotta open some treasure. Alright, let's get out of here, everybody. This massive crowd of people. Yuna, I always just think it's funny, just Yuna and all of these people just running after. Lady Yuna, your concert was amazing! Yeah, there she is. You know, I was starting to sweat too because I thought you disappeared, lady. The Besaid key. Now that's useful. That's why we didn't buy it in Chapter 1, because I knew we'd be getting it here. I like how people cheer in this game. Hi, Greenie, welcome in! I do be streaming. I'm taking a bit of a break from Rebirth, because I missed streaming. I really did. This may be a shorter session, because I do want to get back to Rebirth. But, I thought I would have some fun with my friends, and trying to finish Chapter 3. Well, they gave us these energy cores, which we need to rescue the people who are still stuck in here. And if you played the first Final Fantasy X, you'll know exactly where we need to go. Glad to see so many legends in here this wonderful evening. Right mindset, not even fiends are scary. Yeah, I'm the apex of cool. Of course, even the apex of cool needs help once in a while. How about it? He's a loner, a rebel. Yeah. I've always thought that was so funny. One person's still trapped. So you can get 13 of them in one go. There are 15 total trapped, and then you have to go take individual trips for these other two. Congrats, Fruitoon. I'm looking forward to seeing it. He didn't have any treasure for us, but we rescued everybody, which means we have to deal with the big guy. And I think y'all know who the big guy is. Don't worry, we don't have to give him any money this time. We can't, however, open that treasure chest, and we will, in fact, have to come down here just for it, and I will, because it's a good treasure, but it's very annoying.
Please tell me! Why is this happening?
So the Berserker dressphere, the one that I modeled my look after today, is very cool. So it has extremely low defense, so it's a bit of a double-edged sword. But you can go berserk and increase your own attack power. And it has incredibly high attack power. See? Hi, Jungle Wine. What's going on? Because I'm extremely over-leveled, we are going to be fine. The marks on my face are specifically the ones on Fiend's face because I thought they were the easiest. Yuna's got one that goes all the way across her nose, and then Miku's got a couple of kind of whiskers. So yeah, since we're way over leveled, that took like 3 seconds, so we're good.
Careful. Someone might answer.
So that was what we needed to do here. I will be coming back for that item because it's a nice one.
We can't thank you enough for your help. I promise we won't be doing business here anymore.
You gotta do that. You gotta do the Final Fantasy X cheer. You gotta do the Riku dance. Yeah, see? My marks are just like things. Got another garment grid. Nice. And we gotta go back for... First I'm gonna save. And we're gonna go back for that treasure. Because that treasure is actually gonna change in Chapter 5, and that's also a very good treasure, and I want to have both, so... Nothing's gonna hear way down there. I love paid flavor text. It makes me laugh. The music is so funky in this game. I love it. So all we needed to do is enter and then come back in. We just need shit to do this, essentially. And then, since I have the charm bangle on, I'm gonna go back to where we just were, except now I can't teleport there, I gotta do this. I'm gonna go get that treasure real quick, and then we're just gonna move right on up to Mount Gagazet, which is our next destination. Oh, that's right, there's that big crack that I can't jump over for no reason. I'm not sure if they were unable to or just chose not to use any of the music from the first game, but either way, I think it's a good choice. Anyone who's even vaguely familiar with the first game knows that it has a very different tone from 10-2. And so I think the music completely changing, even though you're visiting a lot of the same places, sort of reflects that. This game was released only 2 years after the first game, which is kind of nuts even now. Like, that's an insane timetable. And I think part of that is because they were able to reuse so many assets, like the locations. There are new locations for this game, but a lot of locations are reused as well. Like, all of this is from 10. So they already have the assets. You know, you make new character models. They even reused a lot of the enemy assets, too. And you make a few new locations, you record some new dialogue, and there you go, you've got a new game. That's true. But I do think 9 and 10 were developed somewhat concurrently, or they would have had to have been, just because that's how close they were being released. Like, there's absolutely no way. Yeah. That was me using my left-hand controller skills while I was drinking the water. Yeah, this is a Star Bracer, which generates auto shell, which is amazing. So that was all we needed. I don't know why the game didn't just let me get that treasure chest after I beat Yojimbo, but it's fine. This game does that a lot, actually, where there will be a treasure chest right in sight of an enemy, and then it's gonna warp you back to the airship, and then you have to come back and get the treasure chest. Alright, let's go see what's happening on Mount Gagazet. Surely nothing important, like nothing we need to worry about, I imagine. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Actually, before I do... Good. I want you learning these. Actually, no, I want you learning auto-regen first, which means... this. There's some really useful auto abilities, like counterattack, in this dressphere as well. So if you look in the equip screen, you'll see that defense is bad, like the defense is piss poor. But in exchange, you have a really high strength stat. Pain only has more defense if she's wearing a defense increasing accessory. In fact, let's do this actually. Give everybody a bit of a defense boost. Put this one on Riku at least. Where is the one that I just did? Am I blind? This one. I just forgot what it was called. That helped a little. Give me a little more defense. Very quiet up here. I wonder what's going on.
Yuna must leave. Ronso youth use force, seek vengeance for fallen Ronso. Garik lead angry Ronso youth, decide to take revenge on Guado. Garik go to battle. Now Garik climb peak Tell Mountain battle plan.
And you're just gonna wait here?
Garik hear voice of mountain. Garik change mind. Kimari hope so.
And if he doesn't?
Kimari stop Ronso youth.
That's crazy.
Elder Kimari have no choice. Kimari give Yuna something. Kimari search mountain, but find only sphere.
It's the same
Kimari
voice
not
actor,
know
but
if
I
found
agree that he
sphere
does sound
is
a little
one
weird
Yuna
in
seek.
this game.
But Kimari happy if sphere help Yuna.
You know, Kimari, the sphere very doesn't help Yuna. I never use this.
Kimari.
But, for completion's sake, I'm glad I have it.
Uni, this isn't good.
There's still time. Should we follow them?
Yes.
We're going up. Maybe we can reason with him.
If Yuna go, Kimari think Garik listen. Maybe.
I now only have 2 more dress
not,
spheres to obtain
Kimari
before I have all
Garik.
of them. I'm keeping this one in chapter 2, because this one is past the chapter 2 point. Okay, that one. Yeah. Okay. Alright. It really could be Fruitoon. I mean, it could be after the I, it could be after the R. Oh. Well, fuck you, Garik. Fine. I knew that would happen, but I get mad every time. So, if anybody remembers Final Fantasy X, remember how we had a boss fight near here with a certain Seymour, and during that boss fight he said that he slaughtered every Ronso that tried to stop him, and almost wiped out the entire Ronso, and people who were confirmed to have died were Kilika, Biran, and Genkai, among others. They're all pretty mad about that. And so, right now, Garik is trying to wage war on the Guado as revenge. We're trying to stop that from happening. And fun fact, you can just do nothing about this conflict, and in a minimum percent run, you have to do nothing about this conflict because this is all optional. And it's kind of grim. Saturn sigil for Kimahri is in FFX, and I wish there was a treasure here. I really do. This is where all of the Fate used to be, but as we know, the Fate are no more, so it's just kind of a big front face now. Having a charm bangle and not getting constantly interrupted by fiends because we're way over leveled anyway. Bye, T-Mac. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, I don't want to run up the mountain again just in case I somehow die, so we're gonna save it. Alright, Garik. Let's see what you're up to.
Ronso hold anger no longer! Ronso youth fearless, go to battle with Guado!
And if I ask you not to go?
Garik not listen, Garik cover ears.
Then I must stop you.
Why, Summoner defend Guado? Why? Who punish Guado if Ronso not go?
I don't care about your defending or your punishing. I just don't want to see Kimahri looking sad. The same goes for all the Ronso. And the Guado, too.
Summoner, not stop Garik with empty words.
If I can stop you, will you forget this talk of vengeance?
Very well, Garik swear to Mountain.
I figured it'd come to this.
At least he let us cut to the chase.
I, Summoner Yuna, see true Ronso
So
strength!
you can actually make this fight a lot easier for yourself. Remember back in chapters 1 and 2, I was talking to all the Ronso and trying to assuage their concerns. That was because this fight is a lot easier if you do that. There will only be one Ronso youth instead of two. Do I have a dispel on it? That'd be great. Dude. Oh, well, I didn't even need it.
Enough vengeance, Garik.
Ronso keep word. Yuna defeat Garik in battle. Garik honor Yuna's wish, not go to battle.
Thank you.
Garik not need thanks. Mountain was right. Garik spoke to Mountain of plan, but Mountain silent. Gagazet no. Garik wrong.
So in case it wasn't clear,
Garik
the
go
Ronso
against
view this
will of
mountain as
Mountain
something of
if
a
Yuna not
sacred
stop
place,
him.
and they can hear the voice of the mountain.
Garik grateful
talking
to
them.
Yuna.
But Garik just said he didn't hear anything, so he knew that according to his spiritual beliefs, the mountain did not sanction his battle plan, so he's grateful that we stopped him. We gotta make a quick detour to Zanarkand, and then we can do some story stuff. I'm thinking based off of what I know we have left of this chapter, we probably will leave off at the end of chapter 3 today. That'll be a good stopping point. So remember how we did all of that monkey nonsense in one of our previous sessions? That's good, because we could have done it here, and now we don't have to. So now all we have to do is... There's a teleporter around here, I know there is. Could have sworn. Okay, that's just in the first game. Oh well. Since we already did all that monkey nonsense, we don't have to do it again. You can go back and see in the VOD how annoyed I was at having to do all of that. So, in case y'all didn't notice, this is the former Zanarkand Blitzball Stadium, I believe. Because those are the stands in the background, and I just think that's cool. We just gotta talk to Isaaru for the percentage, that's it.
I've heard that fiends have been appearing at the temples. Do you know anything?
They're coming from the chambers of the faith.
They are?
It pains me to hear that.
And Zanarkand?
There are fiends as always. No more, no fewer.
So
But the
fiend
ruin
infestation
tours
isn't
are
really
another matter.
impacting this.
The only things thriving here are the monkeys. To make matters worse, Sid ran off a while ago and hasn't come back. I guess that makes me Zanarkand's lone defender.
Oh, I know
Well,
where Sid is.
time
I'm gonna
to
go
do some
talk to him
defending.
just in case.
Until next
that
time.
gives percentage. It's not listed on my guide that it does, but with this game, you do not want to take any chances. So I'm gonna go talk to Sid very quickly in the Thunder Plains, and then I'm gonna do story stuff. Tons of treasure chests here, at least. The monkeys are all too busy smooching and being in love to do anything about these treasure chests, so we're just gonna take them. Thanks. Don't have to play Tetris in here anymore, that's nice. Sure is, isn't it? Since the Faith are no more, pretty much anyone can just come into the temples as they please. Although, I'd still be able to because I'm a high summoner, but... We're not! Yuna is long gone, fortunately. Alright, let's go talk to Sid real quick in the Thunder Plains. Then I'm gonna give him my little optional tag, because we're gonna have to go to some pirate locations. No, I came back to talk to Sid, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. There he is. Oh, I did talk to him. Okay, good. There is voice dialogue, but I must have gotten it earlier. A good yardstick is that anytime an interaction causes voiced dialogue, it's probably worth percentage. Alright. Time for me to change my little tag. We are going to the required locations. Although, we're gonna do something while we're here. We're gonna do two somethings, actually, while we're here. So maybe I should still have the optional tag up, because I'm not actually going to begin the story mission just yet. Because in case, I'm sure y'all remember, gotta do a bit of light shilling. And remember how I got that Besaid key back in the Columnlands? We're gonna use it. We're gonna get some treasure. Oops. So, let's use that Besaid key that we got. How how do we do that? Well... Well, I'm about to. I went in the wrong room. Don't accuse me of lying. There we go. So the Besaid key you can either buy for a whopping 900,000 gil in Chapter 1, or you can wait until Chapter 3 and have it given to you for free during that mission, and then use it. So now you see we have got that little icon in the corner, and we're searching around for smaller spheres that will show us some numbers again. Which I'll be writing down, because they are in the order that you find them. So, that's a 9. I don't actually know if they're the same numbers from when I played this file off screen. They might be, because they might just be randomized at the beginning of the playthrough. So, if I had remembered those numbers, I could have spared us the trouble, but it's fun looking anyway, and showing y'all how this all works. I do just know where these are, but you can use the kind of hot and cold feature of the sphere to sort of determine. That's a 4. It's a very weird 4. And if y'all remember, one of the Cactuars is also here, so we're gonna do a couple of optional things, and then we're gonna go get as many Cactuars as we can, actually. And then I'm gonna finish Chapter 3, and then we'll be done for today. So see how we're getting more and more bars in the corner, and they're starting to turn red? Means we're getting close. I want to say the 4th number is a 9, because this does feel familiar, but we'll go need to check. There's no harm. Got a Moon Bracer, which generates, I believe, a constant reflect effect, which can be really useful. Besaid is just so pretty. I'm always blown away by it. The last one is going to be this way. Remember when Waka pushed Titus off a cliff? And then you could never swim in this water again, even though it was so cool and so pretty. It's an unrevisitable location for some reason. This is the place. That is in fact a 9. So, can confirm the numbers are not just randomized every time you look, they're in fact set from the beginning of the save file. That's very interesting. But before we do that, if y'all recall, we've got a Cactuar to find. This is one of the iconic, I think, newer tracks from this game. It's really nice. Hey, there he is! Look at him! Found Tumea. What news is I can just use this. Or win somehow. So there are 10 total Cactuars to find. The game only lets you do 6 of them in Chapter 3, and then you have to do 7, 8, 9, and 10 in Chapter 5. So we're gonna do 6 of them now, even though we don't have to for full percentage. I've tested this. You don't actually have to. You'll still get full percentage if you get all of them. But it makes it much less of a pain later. So we'll put in those numbers we just got. This is one of my favorite tracks in this game. I think it's called Mission Time? Whoa! We're on top of the waterfall! Well, Yuna, don't run off the cliff. Why does the camera, like, flip out for no reason? Okay, there we go. Not sure if the microphone picks up on the hum. It probably does. And if you wanted someone to not hum to the music, you were on stream. Alright, let's go take that cactus. We're not doing a whole lot of digging now, and that's important because we don't want to screw ourselves out of 100% later by doing too much digging, which is possible, yes. So, it's better to just save all your digging for Chapter 5 for this reason. Precious Tumea, you must tell me your tales of the Southern Islands.
That's the gist of it.
Great, that was worth translating. Where's the next color? Over there. According to his mother, Lobeira loves getting into cramped spaces. He left with only one thing in mind, finding the most comfortable box in existence. He finally found the most splendid treasure chest in the home of a sphere hunter. How long has it been since I heard from him? I can hardly say. Oh, my careless little Lobeira. I've told you 1,000 times to be careful of boxes with locks on them.
That's the gist of it.
Home of a sphere hunter, huh? Well, it sounds like a place we've been. Sounds like a place we were in fact required to go. Of Sphera on my wall, but I've never been able to find, like, a good quality print of it, which makes me sad. See, like, this is a new location for the game. Uh-oh. What have we here? There he is! I would love, like, a Cactuar plushie. I think that would be so cute to have. How does this? That's 3. We could do 3 more in this chapter. I'll make it so much less annoying about chapter 5 and the rest of them. If you're wondering why I keep skipping over chapter 4, you'll find out. Let's just say we're not going to be able to go many places in chapter 4. Chapter 4 is also, perhaps coincidentally, the easiest chapter to mess up. It turns out you're 100% run. Like, by a mile, the easiest chapter to mess up. So we will be doing that next time, which may be Sunday instead of Saturday, because my friends and I are actually planning a Women's History Month celebration, the girls that I go weightlifting with, and it might be Saturday. So...
That's the gist of it.
I am the mother of those inseparable brothers, Arek and Aroja. Arek and Aroja love being together. It seems they met some large yellow birds on a wide open plain. Aroja is having such a good time, he said he put off seeing snow, whatever that is.
That's the gist of it.
I forgot that 4 and 5 were together. So... I think we know where that place is. Easiest way to get there is... I hear something. they are. I wonder what the speedrun for this game looks like. I have to really look into it because speedrun and minimum percent runs are not necessarily synonymous, and I wonder if a speedrun allows you to do a New Game Plus, because if it did, it would be a lot faster. Or I wonder if there's some categories for New Game Plus. That would vastly change your approach. Because with a New Game Plus, you're allowed to keep all of your dressspheres and garment grids from your previous playthrough, which would help a ton. In terms of meeting the required bosses, you don't get to keep your level. You do have to start over from level 1, but you're allowed to keep all of your dressspheres abilities and garment grids, which does help a lot when you're first playthrough. So I'd be curious to see what the general value is, because I wonder if I'm beginning to speedrunning this game because I know it so well. It'd be a lot of fun to do.
That's the gist of it.
I am the mother of Islaya, the sage. I'm oft called the wise mother. Okay. Islaya and Bart follow the footsteps of our Cactuar forebears who left the desert in ages past. Islaya, my sage son, have you found the Cactuar stones they left so long ago? Try not to get burned to a crisp, but take good care of yourself.
That's the gist of it.
I wonder what place that is describing. I wouldn't know. At all. Where on earth are the Cactuar stones? She says as she prepares to go to the police bigger ship. This is the last one we'll be able to do. Bring him back and then we'll talk to his mother, the mother of the next one. They're gonna be like, oh, I'll just sleep with me. It's fine. Fortunately, no. Again, we are not doing that. And I should have come backwards from Macalania, but no. We get to enjoy the nice, calming Thunder Plains music. After cleaning my house in pieces today, I've been forcing myself to take breaks from Rebirth to, like, you know, drink water and clean the house. And I haven't really cleaned in a long time because one of the things that also happened in February was I had to get my house sprayed for bugs. And I don't know if y'all know this, but in order to get your house sprayed for bugs, you have to, like, move all of your furniture from the walls and, like, empty your cabinets. So that was a nightmare. And then immediately after that, I was hosting family. I was hosting my mom. So I didn't really get the chance to, like, thoroughly clean my house. So I haven't done it in, like, I want to say a month, because I would have last done it before I went out of town at the end of January. So it's been interesting. And I like to clean before I have guests, so it's very weird because I had to spend all that time, you know, putting all my stuff back. Which is not the same as cleaning. Fortunately, though, I haven't seen bugs since, so it worked. But at what cost? else I've learned in my off-screen 100% run is that actually the gunner dressphere in the post-game can actually be very useful. Because it has some really cool abilities, especially if you give whoever's your gunner the ability to break the damage limit. Because one of the abilities that it has is Table Turner, which does a lot more damage to enemies with high defense. So like Megaton berries later on, it can just flatten them very easily. And Gunner used to be busted for a different reason, because you used to be able to use Trigger Happy with an accessory called Catnip, which makes all of your hits do quad 9 damage when you're in critical health. That part of it is still true, however it got nerfed in the remaster, to where all of your hits will do quad 9 damage, but your girl will be afflicted with auto slow and auto berserk. Because what you used to be able to do is you used to be able to go into Trigger Happy mode, and you would just be able to do a bunch of hits in Trigger Happy mode, and they would all do quad 9 damage, and I guess the developers were lame and decided to nerf that in the version of the game that I'm currently playing. But in the PS2 version, you can do that, and just wipe the floor with some of the super bosses in this game. I have some great strategies that I think will be real crowd pleasers when we get there, though, since I can't use the catnip strategy anymore, since it got nerfed. That's kind of a fun little version difference there.
That's the gist of it.
See, now if we go and talk to the 7th, or I guess 6th, there's one of those twins. Cactuar mother. I am Chiappa's mother. Little Chiappa is doing just fine. I'll let him be a little while longer, so the game keeps.
That's the gist of it.
Okay, until later. So that's all the cacti we can get for now. Now I'm gonna put the story time because now I'm actually doing subscriptions. We have to go back to Besaid, and we have to see what's up over there.
The fiends?
They're coming from inside the temple. But it's all right. Waka and the others fought them off. Luckily, no one was hurt.
Guess your friendly neighborhood gullwings won't be needed.
Any fiends they missed may still be wandering around. Waka and the rest split up to track them down. Give them a hand.
The gullwings are on the job. We'll even give you our special bargain price.
That's nice.
Sorry, Lulu.
That's okay. It's all right. Now go. Take a look around. People in the village will feel better knowing you're here, Yuna.
What you up to?
Oh. Now we actually get to see what these things are, even though we've been watching him install them in all the optional
A
locations.
new invention of yours?
Shindra, did you fall and get a boo-boo?
I think the game assumes you come here first so that you see what these are.
Here's the perfect guinea pig.
Oh, I can see Yuna!
Huh? The CommSphere transmits an image back to the airship.
Oh, neat.
Riku's like flipping out in the background. Y'all see her?
More! More!
How ass 9?
Uni! Uni! Something's up!
What's there to decide, Waka? We can finish off the fiends right here and now.
Burning down a temple is going too far.
You have another suggestion?
We
have to do something. What if the fiends keep coming? Or maybe you don't mind putting your family in danger.
Hey, all we gotta do is stop the fiends, yeah?
Alright, let's go settle this argument.
Waka's inside, fighting fiends. It would be so simple to burn this place down and take the fiends with it. Praying to them never did anyone any good. You're the one who destroyed Sin. You should know.
She's like, I am not even dignifying that with a response.
Going to help him?
For it.
I won't wait much longer.
You want to see it burn that badly?
It's for the safety of the village.
Now, I have a charm bangle on, so this is gonna be funny, because we're not gonna actually encounter any fiends while we're in there. Unless it doesn't work during this mission, but I think it does, so... Hey, this place looks familiar, doesn't it?
Waka! You okay?
Just a few scratches, huh? Nothing to worry about.
There are too many. Let's get out while we can. The man was right. We have to use fire.
Whatever's controlling the fiends must be down there. Take that bad boy out.
And we won't need fire.
Fair enough.
Waka, stay here.
Why?
Wouldn't want you to overdo it, Daddy.
Hate that. You did not.
Hey, wait up!
Uh-oh.
An Aeon?
No, something's not right.
Waka, stay back! It's not safe!
That was my very first Aeon. I grew up here in Besaid. This is my home. I became a summoner here. This is where I first met you. I have to protect this place.
Yuna.
The job's done.
I see. Glad to see you're not hurt. Or are you? Aren't you going to be a father soon? What if something had happened to you? What then?
Quiet, meanie!
It's okay. What can I say? He's got a point.
Waka.
If we die trying to save one memory, we risk losing them all.
But what if it's a really important memory?
Yeah, memories are nice, but that's all they are. It's an outbed saying, yeah?
Well, yeah, but...
Yuna, you all right?
Yeah, just fine.
I'll be waiting.
Talk about a one-track mind.
Memories are just memories, yeah? Fiends ever come out of the temple again, I may really have to burn it.
I guess so. But call me before you do. We'll save fire for our last resort.
You got it.
Yay, we didn't burn the temple. We got all the fiends and everyone was fine. Now we gotta go to Kilika, where presumably the same thing is happening. Oh, thank you, Double Line. I really am trying to still sweep the game in one go, essentially. Which is possible, but difficult. Aw, thank you. Just gotta get all my little treasures. So I'm gonna get everything, save, and then do this first. Kilika Island is technically a brand new location, because early in the first Final Fantasy X, it got destroyed by Sin, and so I think it's very clever how they've all rebuilt, and they use that as an opportunity to basically, effectively make a new location, which is very pretty. Oops. Now I'm gonna go back and save, and then I'm gonna continue with what I need to do, because I'm not sure if you need to do this on the first try to get full percent. There are conflicting accounts. Of course there are. But I'm gonna err on the side of caution, because when I played off-screen, I did get it on the first try, and I can confirm I did 100% that mile off-screen. So, trying to replicate what I did off-screen as closely as I can, so that in a few weeks' time, when it comes time for 100% the game, we've got it all down.
My. What brings you here?
We heard fiends were coming from the temple.
And you just had to come running?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I'm not even so sure there are any fiends.
You haven't checked?
I'm in the Youth League. Do you think they'd let me in the temple?
So now what? We giving up?
Let's take a look first.
You'll never get near the temple. The Youth League's blockaded the forest entrance. As they should. We can't have those temple vermin crawling into town now, can we? Besides, it spares me from having to see that sulky face.
Sulky face? Bartello?
Of course, he's with New Yevon, so naturally he's in the temple.
I like Donald.
But then it's really none of my business.
Then we'll make it ours. Besides, I'm worried about the fiends.
If you want to go that badly, I won't stop you. But they're turning people away at the gate.
I need to get me like a footstool for my desk because I'm a little short and I want my feet to be able to like hit the ground without me having
I'll
to sit
distract
so
one of the
close to
guards.
camera.
That's your chance to run through.
I knew she was worried about him.
On my desk at work, I have a little footstool, so I need to get one for here too.
I think it's working!
That leaves one. Let's wait for our chance and take it.
Let's see if I can first try baby this. I don't need practice. Alright, let's see. There we go, I did it. You also only get this treasure if you do it on the first try.
You! What are you doing?
Oops.
Run! There's a hidden path through the woods. Walk the treetops.
What could that mean? Can't go this way. Can't go this way. I wish it was jungle slider time. This?
Donna said there was a hidden path.
She did?
Walk the treetops.
No! No, girls. this many people lived on Kilika. I'd love to cosplay as Yuna too. I think this is a great outfit, and I will not. It's fantastic. A lot of the dresspheres honestly have pretty good design. Some of them are a little eh. But most of the time I think they had it. It's interesting that Yuna never got her statue added to temples, but I don't think she would have wanted one anyway, so I think it's fine. Oh.
Martello?
I'll be okay.
The fiends?
We're holding them off, somehow. They're coming from inside. One after another. Oh! If the fiends reach the town, they'll reach Donna!
They won't.
Thanks.
Donna wants to see you. Well, she didn't come right out and say it, but you can kind of tell.
I want to see her too. Even if we believe different things, I'll always feel the same about her. The time of the summoners may have passed, but I will always be Donna's guardian. I live only to protect her.
And you can say that with a straight face?
Donna!
I like that they realized that he became a meme in the first game because he was always like yelling about Donna, and they just kept at it. It's amazing. There is a dressphere in here that you can in fact be missed. Remember I said earlier that we only have 2 before we're done? One of them is in here, but it's one of the few that I gathered on my minimum % playthrough because it is literally right in your path. It gives you no percentage to grab it, so I was like, okay. In a minimum % run, you're so limited in terms of your combat options that I was like, yeah, this. Oh, 2 of them. I don't know, y'all. Do you think 2 of them could stop us? They might. one left. We're gonna have to work hard for that one. Oops. No. See? There's only one open space. You would not believe how many of these are optional. Uh-oh. Again.
An Aeon? Yeah.
Uni.
I know. I'm ready.
Alright. Hang on. Another giant hole in the temple. What could it all mean?
Another
Where are
hole.
they all going? Well, let's recap, gang, shall we? What's going on?
I don't get it.
Fortunately, I know everything.
So why were fiends coming out of the temples?
The fiends didn't come from the temples. They came from the chambers of the faith.
Thank you, Bobby
Right,
Hill.
exactly. But why?
I'm just a kid.
The holes in the chambers of the faith. Were they there before?
No. So the holes must be new, right?
There was one in Bevelle too. A great hole.
But that one was made by Vecnagon, wasn't it?
That's true, but they're connected somehow.
The holes are connected?
Yes, but it's more than just that. Somehow I think there are deeper connections.
Oh, that is deep, you know.
Distress call from Djose Temple.
Why is he dancing like that?
Looks like they got into
Every
some trouble
time
trying
I'm
to
just
clear out
like-
the fiends.
Okay, brother.
Right, here's the order. Call wings, forget it. Let Gippal say it himself.
What?
You.
Guess I neg.
Well, Una?
Well, we'll just have to charge him a little extra then. Go Wings, let's go!
Can't we give him a discount?
So, this is interesting because there is a series of events here that we can only do before we go to Djose. That is technically optional, but is so important for the context of the story, I genuinely cannot believe you are not required to do it. Obviously for our purposes we are going to be doing it, but you'll kind of see what I mean when we get there. I'm gonna save first. But it can only be done now. It can only be done after you've done the Besaid and Kilika missions, but before you go to Djose. I'm not really sure why this is the timing, but it is. However, since I know this game so well, we're gonna be taking a shortcut. You might have been wondering why we didn't touch Bevelle. Well, that's because all of its percentage is now. And look who it is. Gippal? But he just sent us a distress call from Djose, didn't he? Why the heck is he here? Better question. Without a guide, why would you have known that he was here? Yeah, I genuinely cannot believe this whole series of events is optional, because a lot of stuff is going to happen. But as I can confirm for y'all, via my minimum % run, you can just go right to Djose and finish the chapter. You can do that. Oh, hi, Van. Yeah, we, today we started at, 50%. And when we finish today, when we wrap up Chapter 3, we are going to be at 59.6%. Welcome in. So now, we're gonna take a shortcut. There we go. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they provided Brady games with, like, some hints. I want to say, and I could be wrong about this, but I want to say that Square and Brady Games had, like, an official partnership at one point, because Brady Games, like, made a lot of the really good Final Fantasy guides, and I feel like that wouldn't have been possible if they didn't have just, like, straight-up insider information about, like, the game. I'll have to look into that, though. That's an interesting question. So now we're taking a shortcut because we have to go all the way back to where we ended Chapter 2. And so, I wanted us to get there a little faster.
Huh?
Because the next cutscene you need to see is this one anyway, so you may as well take a bit of a shortcut. Where's he going?
Was that Gippal?
It was.
What's he doing here?
I want a scarf like Riku's. There's the red and the orange and the yellow. I think it's pretty. Here's another one of those holes, except we're just gonna whoop, right in there. Y'all remember this tower area from before, I'm sure. My very long and ultimately successful attempt at getting the ribbon. Fortunately, since everything's set up for us, we can just jump right down. Fortunately, the game doesn't make you redo this. stream by the time we finish with Chapter 3, but I think that will be a good place to leave off. We'll see how we feel when we get there. Because we have to do this, and then we have to do all the events of Djose, and then that'll wrap up the chapter, and then we'll push us after that. Chapter 4 is a bit of an odd one, which I'll kind of explain and then get more into when we do more of it next time. Already got the Dark Knight dressphere, but this would be our second opportunity to get it if we hadn't gotten it before. We already did the little puzzle the last time we were here, so all we have to do is this. Alright, let's see what's going on down here. The game last made us go here at the end of Chapter 2, but now we're here for funsies. And I'm gonna be quiet because a lot of important stuff is gonna happen here. Again, I genuinely cannot believe that this series of events is technically optional. It feels so important for understanding the back half of the game.
Hey! You're late.
If you were on time, then I'd really start to worry.
So much for being missing.
Sure you should be here? The Youth League and New Yevon are crumbling without you guys to hold them together.
You expect too much.
Learn from us. So why are we here? There's something I needed to be sure of. Vegnagun is gone.
That's right. It's not here anymore.
Listen to you. Vegnagun is gone. Are you trying to tell us that since that thing left on its own, Yevon's not to blame?
It's the truth. The thing's more sensitive than its size would lead one to believe. It detects hostility, and in an instant springs to life. Should one even think of harming it, it awakens like a frightened child.
Ha! You did your homework.
I've had 2 years. Wait, so you're saying that Vegnagun woke up because someone was trying to destroy it? Huh. Who? Who indeed? I'm a little confused. You came to claim it for yourself, didn't you?
I love this game too, man.
But Vegnagun awoke. Why? Because deep down you hated it. Did you come here to use it? Or destroy it?
Baralai's a fine name.
Well?
Gippal's a fine name. And then Nooj.
Both. You probably think that's impossible. You've always been too naive to see. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Then I hope you don't expect me to trust you either. I believed in you once. When we were training for the Crimson Squad, I thought I'd never find a better friend. But you betrayed that. 2 years ago. Baralai!
Why did you shoot? Why did you shoot Gippal and me? We were friends! and you shot us in the back! Answer me!
Just calm down. Nooj, apologize already! That's enough! Don't push me. If this is what it takes.
I love that they all brought guns to this meeting.
This has turned out perfectly, wouldn't you agree? Yes, I shot you. You were easy targets. You and Pain.
Pain?
You shot Pain too? Why? Answer me!
I made him do it. He was too weak to resist me.
Nooj?
I don't expect you to present any more of a challenge. Not now.
Again, it's entirely possible to just not view this scene. And I don't get why.
See, I found that the mind that hates and despairs is the easiest to break. 2 years ago, it was the same with you, Nooj. Seeking your own death. Now you can have it.
Wait!
Stop!
Pain, get out of here!
Where'd they go?
I saw Baralai escape. Nooj and Gippal probably
That
chased after
battle
him.
took me 15 seconds. Are you
So
telling me
you
that they
knew
escaped?
all 3 of them.
Long ago.
Yeah, but Nooj, he,
Yes, he shot us. It was an accident. At least that's how I see it.
Why didn't you tell us?
You never asked.
I'm asking now. You don't want to tell us.
Bingo. You want to know?
Yeah, but forcing you to tell isn't any better. We'll wait until you're ready.
No pressure, huh?
That was what I came for. But before I update our percentage counter, you know what I gotta do.
I know everything.
We gotta watch.
This is rough. Isn't Team 3 getting a little carried away? But this was supposed to be a drill. an Al-Bhed? Why are you trying out for the Crimson Squad? Hey, the Al-Bhed want to protect Spirit too. I wanted to be a Crusader, but apparently we're, not eligible. Besides, no one can handle one of these babies like an Al-Bhed can. Machina, even if the Maester's okay with it, what about everyone else?
Shut up. We'll get reported.
So all of this took place just before Operation Meathead in the first game. Just so y'all know where we are in the timeline.
My name's Baralai. I'm from Bevelle. You? I've seen this 100 times. Yep, a lot of people'd sooner shoot an Al-Bhed than tell them their name.
It's Nooj.
The Nooj? Hey, Nooj, my name is Gippal. And you?
Okay. All of those events were optional for some reason, which means now it is story time again. Yeah, remember that. Fireflies formed out of Nooj's body and into Baralai's. Just remember that. Alright, let's finish this chapter.
Frane Gippal Fravaladres.
He says Gippal's not back yet.
Wonder if he's still with Nooj and Baralai.
Probably.
Can confirm this dialogue does change. You did not see that scene, which I think is pretty cool.
Trafins foi devodu sanka feder win machina.
Translation? Not good.
Then that's our cue.
Let's go see what's up. Uh-oh. Alright. See if we get lucky, gamers. I got a good feeling about this one. Damn it. Okay, this one. Come on. Shit. A good feeling about this one. Shit! This one. Come on. What are the odds that I pick wrong 4 times? It is random. I think it's random. Which one it is. It's not always this one. Oh, what? The only option left was the one that did it? Who knew?
Merge with Al Bed Machina. Isn't that what they said?
That is what they said. How did you know
How can
that,
this
Pain?
be?
This can't be happening.
Did you just completely biff that, Pain? We have got really pretty scenes coming up. And I'm so excited to be here sharing these with you. That was the last thing we have to fight in Chapter 3. So now let's watch the fireworks.
Oh, another hole. I wonder what's down there.
Go find out.
No way!
The hole we found was so deep. It was as though all the secrets in the world might be hidden in its depths. But something told me to stay away. These secrets are not for me to know.
Get back! Huh? What?
Uh-oh. Well, now we're gonna find out where these go.
It's so bright.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
You can hear me.
I can't see you. Where are you?
Right here.
This scene is beautiful. This is the scenery, the animation. And it pretty much looked this good back in 2003, I promise. Where are we?
What's happening?
Who's that?
I finally found you.
Is that really you?
It is me. Shuyan. I've waited so long. Len.
But I'm not Len.
Len. We disappeared together, but when I awoke, I was alone. I looked for you for so long. While I wandered, I realized something.
Interestingly, in my
Spira
headphones,
hasn't
he's
really
coming out of
changed
this
at all.
side, because that's the side of the
Everyone's
screen
still
that he's on,
fighting
which is
over
really
nothing.
cool.
Still dying like they used to. 1,000 years have passed, and they can't leave the hatred behind. I'm through waiting. I'll fix it. This world continues to fail us, and what's worse, I failed to
Now
protect
he's
you.
coming out of both of them, so that's an intentional.
Vegnagun will make
That's so
that all
interesting.
go away. And we'll fade again. Together. Help me do it. Len.
Don't touch me. Whose feelings are these? Len's? Mine?
Open your eyes!
See, that wouldn't have made sense if we didn't see the scene that happened just now.
The end is not far now.
Give this to Pain. It was all I was able to find.
Yeah, give her this one too.
Huh?
Our wills.
He's kidding. Just make sure Pain gets him, all right?
How do you know her?
The four of us go way back.
Don't go!
It's under control.
Take care of things topside.
This is a great moment from Yuna, by the way. This is one of
I
my
didn't
favorites.
know what had happened. Everywhere I looked, I found only questions. But more than anything, I'm just angry. One thing after another, and I'm already confused to begin with. Hey! Where am I?
Such a good scream, I think.
I'm all alone. Where are you?
I'm doing this, by the way. It's possible to not do this.
Wait!
Come in, Yuna. Yuna!
Yuna, reporting in.
And And with that, we have wrapped up chapter 3. So I'll do a couple of chapter 4 introductory things, and then I may call it off there. Let me see. There is a flat 63% cutting off point coming up. I think I'll do that, and then we'll call it a day. We found her. Thank goodness.
Fridi, namnecha. Trikur, faret mikutui.
He's been blubbering about how he couldn't go on living if something were to happen to you.
We hadn't heard anything in so long. We tried tossing a CommSphere into the hole, but it didn't help one bit.
Hey,
brother like dying
in
over him.
beta. So what happened?
Well,
Lynn, huh?
Yeah, the girl from the songstress dressphere.
that's Len?
Sure, she wore that dress 1,000 years ago.
Why didn't you tell us?
No one asked. Besides, all I knew was her name. What's to tell?
What Shinra said surprised me, but only a little. So there really was a connection.
Okay. So the reason Shuyin keeps calling Yuna Len is...
Because of that dressphere?
I can't really say for sure.
Forget Len. Shuyin's the one who's wanting to vaporize Spira.
Yeah, but what can we do? Nooj and Gippal are already planning something. Let them deal with it for now.
Oh, where's Pain going?
Uni!
Yeah?
You met Shuyin, right? Was he anything like you-know-who?
Not really. Just his face.
And the same voice actor. That also. Can I rest again before I do this? Just I think so.
Miss Yuna, what can I do for you? Sleep tight.
Checks one thing off our to-do list. There's another just really good cutscene. This one's required. This
They gave me these.
They say anything?
No.
I see. They're old friends. The three of them were candidates for the Crimson Squad. And I was the recorder assigned to their team. Yevon created the squad and started training members 2 years ago. It was supposed to be an elite fighting force. The best were to be assigned leadership of Crusader chapters across Spira, But the squad was destroyed before that happened. Most of the candidates died. An accident. The 4 of us were separated then. Things happened. I don't get it. I was there. I saw everything. But still, I don't know why it happened that way, even now. So I went to look for some answers.
You became a sphere hunter.
I always did want to fly on this thing anyway.
What you talking about? Or is it another one of those secrets? That's all right. I didn't want to know anyway.
Too bad. And I was just about to tell you.
Really?
Too late now.
Ugh, we Pimmo.
We used to laugh like this once. The 4 of us. I've been chasing my past for so long. Sometimes getting it back is all I can think about. Other times, I just want to forget. What about you? Shuyin isn't who you thought, is he?
No.
Maybe we should both let go of our past and focus more on what's to come.
You're not leaving the Gull Wings.
Always a possibility.
So many things seem intertwined, but nothing leads to you. Why be a sphere hunter if what I'm hunting for can never be found?
Such a good scene. I love this game so much.
You're not leaving us, are you?
I may not look it, but I am having a good time.
Right. Right?
What about Yuna? Think she'll quit?
Offline Kahud!
Yet fru you gatwi, Yenret.
What?
Oh, she speaks Albed. That's how she knew all of that.
Yuna!
I hate to interrupt, but Spear is falling apart with its leaders missing. Check the CommSpheres and see.
Copy, brother. So I have to watch those spheres that I got, both of them.
Want to check the CommSpheres?
I'm gonna go rest in the cabin again, just in case. So,
Ammo! I'm out!
This is it.
Don't give up! Me? Now what? After you. Scared? Bang!
How dare you?
Nooj, word has it. You're searching for a place to die.
You serious?
It's harder than it sounds.
Rakanewik.
You were ready to give up back there. Ready to die.
Very perceptive. You'll be a legend among recorders.
You're a legend yourself. The Crusaders won't soon forget Nooj the Undying. So why?
Why?
It's my life to throw away.
Nooj! Hey! What do you make of this Operation Mihen? With a weapon like that, it's gotta work, right? It's that powerful? A machina that can topple sin. Wow, that's a little scary. Machina this, machina that. There's nothing to worry about if you use them right. So, once we get Sin, the calm will come. Got anything exciting planned? Hadn't really thought about it.
It sounds dull.
First, he wants to drop dead, and now he's looking for excitement. Guess we better think of something fun to keep Nooj entertained, huh?
Brats.
Why don't you join us?
Okay, we're gonna go take a nap. I want to be double sure about that one. And then we're gonna do something with all of those CommSpheres that Shinra was planting last chapter.
Miss Yuna, what can I do for you? Sleep tight.
Want to check the CommSpheres?
I do. So only a few of them are going to connect at this time. Fortunately, I know the ones that will. So.
Hey, Yuna, how you been, huh?
Well, not too bad. How are things in Besaid, Waka?
It's okay. It's been pretty quiet, yeah? No more fiends in the temple.
Really?
That's what Becklem says, and he patrols the place every day.
He's a dedicated man.
Yeah, but he's gonna be leaving the island pretty soon. Youth League's having some trouble or something, so they called him back to headquarters. On top of that, word around here is the new Yevon Praetor's gone missing.
4 that we're about to have.
Not sure what it all means, but things don't look good,
there
yeah?
are a lot.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy all over.
And this
Listen,
is the easiest
I don't know about the rest of Spira, but Besaid's in good shape. I got this place covered. It's that, or Lou will let me have it. You know what I'm saying?
Advertise it. I'll say
Thanks,
something
Waka.
notifications about y'all are ready to have Zoom calls. That's right, Fruitune. Unfortunately, we must talk to Waka to progress the game. Did we just like walk through that guy?
Well, that's Kilika port for you. From the moment Nooj disappeared, everyone's been running around in circles. Just look at them. No one knows what to do without someone barking orders at them. They've already started looking for a new leader. In fact, they even asked me. Figured a former summoner would make a perfect leader for the town.
Why don't you?
Too busy looking after myself, dear. Of course, I'll do what I can to keep things from getting too far out of hand. But until Nooj gets back, things are not going to be the same.
Lady Yuna!
More
I thought everybody knows that it's me.
Actually, we've received some unconfirmed reports of trouble brewing in Bevelle. It seems a unit of New Yevon's troops have been gearing up for a raid. With Nooj gone, they're hoping to strike quickly and catch us off guard. But don't worry about us. We won't be so easily trapped. We're planning to launch a preemptive strike before they can attack. As soon as our preparations are complete, we move on Bevelle.
But you're not even sure they're planning an attack, are you?
In war, victory favors the bold. I must be off. Farewell!
Oh, thank goodness. I should be right at 62. We have to watch this one, and then some automatic events will play, and then there will be a lot of optional Zoom calls that we'll do next time. I think that'll be a good stopping point.
What are you doing?
Well, for one, I'm running reconnaissance on New Yevon. The Praetor's gone. Fiends are on the loose. New Yevon is upside down. Fortunately, security is lax, so even Youth League members like me can walk around in the open.
You there, what are you doing?
Took them long enough. So long.
Needed to watch those 4 to progress the game. They're the only 4 that'll connect right now. That'll make Buddy run over here so we can talk.
Looks like Nooj and Baralai still haven't come back. And now Gippal's vanished too. Spear's 3 leading big shots have all gone AWOL. If I was one of their followers, I'd be pretty worried and scared.
Tension between the two groups is getting volatile. It won't be long before things get very ugly.
And Vegnagun's on the loose. You can bet Shuyin's controlling that thing.
I wonder if Gippal and the others are trying to destroy it.
Who knows? You heard what Baralai said. Vegnagun activates when it senses hostility. If they try to get near it, it's likely to become even more dangerous.
Oh, nothing makes sense anymore. I mean, just what the heck are we supposed to do?
Nooj spoke to me on the Farplane. He told me to take care of things topside. As if it were the simplest thing to do, really. And everything was going so well. At least, that's what I thought. I changed my mind. I want to do something. Nooj asked me to help, and that's what I'll do.
Whack! Drag kick drak Yuna drik. Alrighty, let's smash that action figure. We'll risk our lives and protect Spira from Vegnagun.
No, I think there has to be something we can do besides fighting.
Like what?
With its leaders gone, Spira's falling apart. Maybe we can bring people back together.
Yeah, great idea there, Uni. So, like, what are we gonna do? Huh?
Sing campfire songs?
Oh, that is it! All of Spira will be the captive of Yuna singing and dancing.
Great idea!
I can handle the techie stuff.
Hang on! I know. I bet Tobler would help.
Where's he now?
The Moonflow.
Gull wings?
Move out!
I began this journey hoping to find you. But I know now that may never happen. Still, I will keep walking these roads. I have to find where they connect. I have to see for myself.
Would you like to check the CommSpheres? The sphere waves keep pouring in.
When you fought Sin, everyone came together and sang the Hymn of the Faith. Remember? I sang too. At the time, my friends were scattered and I was alone. But during the hymn, for just a little while, I felt connected again.
We should be. I'm
Want to check the CommSpheres?
63. And we are, thank goodness. But we're gonna have all of our Zoom calls next time. And I do mean all of our Zoom calls. There are literally so many in order for you to get 100%. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, everybody. I know all the rebirth is happening right now, so I really appreciate y'all taking some time away from that to spend some time here with me on stream. We will be back either Saturday or Sunday, based on what my plans are next weekend. We will do all of our Zoom calls and see what this whole singing and dancing thing is going to be about. So until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you then.